My name is Colley Bailey, and I'm a realtor here in Fayetteville, Arkansas with Fathom Realty, and I'm here to provide you with your premium real estate experience. Congratulations, you have made the decision to buy a house, and maybe it's your first house, or maybe you are selling your current house and moving up. Maybe you're scaling down. Whatever the case may be, it's a huge life event, and it will affect at least the next few years of your life, if not the rest of your life. So what's the process? How do we go from where you are now to where you want to be? Well, there's kind of a simple 5-step process I like to call the 5 C's. Credit, criteria, choices, contracts, and closing. So let's start with credit. The very first thing we need to do is to determine your buying power. One of the biggest criteria for the homes that we will look at is the price. So we need to know what range we should be looking at. So unless you're planning to pay with cash, we'll be working with a lender to determine how much you can qualify for. And with a pre-approval letter from a lender, we can breeze right through negotiations all the way to close. In fact, many sellers won't even consider an offer that isn't accompanied by a pre-approval letter from a lender. And if you have that pre-approval letter, you're the preferred buyer. So if you're not already working with a lender, I can make some great strong recommendations for you. You will need a great loan officer at a dependable mortgage company, just like you need a realtor to help you through this process. And you'll be working with these people for the next several years of your life. So it's important that we find the right fit for you. And once you know what you can qualify for, the next step is to hire your realtor and put me to work finding homes that fit your criteria. You need to be clear not only on the price of the home, but also the preferred area, the school district, the distance from work, things like that. Also, all the features and benefits of the home, the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, all these different things. Make sure we're very clear about those criteria that you're actually looking for. From this information, I'll be able to get to work finding those homes for you, and every time one of those properties that we're looking for comes on the market, you can expect an email from me. Eventually, we'll compile a list of, let's say, 5 to 6 top contenders that you really want to take a look at. We'll schedule a day and we'll go look at them together. After we've seen those homes, the next step is going to be making some strong choices and narrowing down all our options till we find the one. Hopefully, after the showings, we will have 3 or 4 strong contenders to choose from. Most likely, you will have an immediate emotional connection to at least one of the houses that we look at. However, it is very important to also take an analytical approach just to make sure we're making the right decision. So, I will provide you with a score sheet, and we will take all of our top 3 properties and we will go feature by feature down the list and give each individual item a numerical score. When we add all these scores up, we will have an objective number assigned to each of those properties so we can make sure that either we're validating our initial impressions or it gives us something else to think about. Either way, this is an important step so that we can be confident we're making an offer on the right house with no regrets. All right, so we're shopping in our price range, we've scanned the market, and we found the ideal house. Well, now it's time to write up our contract and make an offer on the house. At this point, I will be checking all the comps in the area, making sure that we're actually paying fair market value and submitting a strong offer. Keep in mind, we may be competing against other offers and we most likely won't know what the other buyers are bringing to the table. So the best strategy is to stick close to the comparables and feel confident that we're making a strong offer. This may mean that we offer significantly less than the list price. It may mean that the list price is the right price, and in rare instances, it may even mean it's advantageous to offer more than the list price, especially in multiple offer situations, as long as the comps support us and the numbers are still in our favor. But in general, homes that are priced well sell for an average of 97% of their list price. Now, once the offer has been submitted, the seller has a couple of choices. They can accept outright, they can reject our offer, or they can counteroffer. In most cases, they will counteroffer. We'll bounce back in negotiations for a few days, but once everyone is in agreement and the contract is signed, we'll move into the closing process. And once we're in the closing period, you will hire a title insurance company to oversee the transaction, document who all the players are, and make sure that the seller actually holds title to the property. We will also need to get an inspection done during the first 10 days after we are under contract. If an inspection is not satisfactory, this is an additional point of negotiation. So we can go back to the seller and demand that the repairs be done, or that there is an equivalent price reduction written into the contract. If they reject those terms and negotiations fall through, this is an area where we can actually walk away from the contract altogether. It's a contingency that's put there for the protection of the buyer. Now, your lender will also be starting their underwriting process at this time. They will also require several actions to be taken to ensure that they are making a sound investment. One of those things will be an appraisal. And here again, if a property doesn't appraise for close to the sale price, this is an additional point of negotiation as well. Your lender will also provide you with a full closing disclosure, which covers all the expenses, fees, commissions, prorations, and all the other costs associated with the sale. So if everything goes according to plan and the inspection, appraisal, and title search all go well, you can expect to close within 45 to 60 days from when the contract was first accepted. So that wraps up the process of buying your new home, the 5 C's: credit criteria, choices, contracts, and closing. I just want to thank you for thinking of me as your trusted professional in this very important time in your life. It is my pleasure to work hard for all my amazing clients. Let's go make some dreams come true. If you have any more questions, if there's anything I can do for you, please give me a call at 479-856-9422. You can also contact me at my personal email address, colleybailey@gmail.com. Thanks.